Good morning, students.
Good morning, human beings.
Okay, thank you for joining us and watching our next video. Today's session, I hope you're all well before we start. Today's session is looking at plotting coordinates, following directions. Okay, we're actually looking at compass directions, compass points as well, and scale. Okay, now, Miss C and I are working in our grid books today. Okay, the first thing we've done, okay, I'll just pick this up, is we've drawn out our axes, okay, along the bottom of our page and down the sides. Now you need to make sure your opponent, okay, has done the same numbers. So we start on 0 in the corner. Okay, along the bottom is our what axes, Miss C? Okay, do you want to? Good. Do you want to mark it on there then? X.
Oh yeah.
So along the bottom is the x-axis. We've gone up to 17, and then along the side we've gone up to, on the y-axis up to 27.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're using the whole page. Now you can do that in your book, so make sure your partner's got this as well.
And if you're younger, obviously maybe just do like 10.
Good.
10 up to 10.
Excellent. So this is suitable for all year levels. So if you're in the younger years, you could just do a scaled down version, well done Miss H, to number 10 on your x and y axes, and you could draw simple directions, follow simple instructions like a square or rectangle or something like that. Now for the year 5, 6s, okay, you can look at Cartesian planes. Okay, now these, you start in your x going across, and you from the 0 you go into negative numbers. So you've got minus negative 1, 2, 3 all the way to 9, and gone up to 12 and down to minus 12, and then to 9, okay, along your x. So for example, if I was going to plot something here, I'd read my x-axis first, and my x says minus 6, and my y-axis would be minus 4. Okay, so that is a Cartesian plane. So you could do the exact same thing on this, but challenge yourself a bit further and do a Cartesian plane on this one. Okay, now Missy and I have started. Now you also need to mark down a compass. Missy has marked a compass on hers beautifully. Now north, east, south, west, and how do we remember that, Missy? What do we say?
Never eat shredded wheat, never eat soggy wheat, works on nobody else.
Water, good. And we've also done a scale. Now, if you want to challenge yourself further, we've just done 1 centimetre square equals 5 metres. You could work in decimals, you could work in higher numbers, whatever you want, because you're going to do some addition as well with this task. And then you're going to give coordinates and directions. Now, we started the game. Now, Miss Z has beautifully set out her game on both sides, because this side is where she's going to plot the directions that I give her, and I've decided to do mine slightly differently, so I'm just showing you both ways you could do it. I'm plotting mine over the top of mine. Now this is the picture I have drawn. Okay, you wouldn't show your opponents, but for the sake of this video we're just showing you. I've done a Mr. N and Miss C's done a beautiful love heart. Now when you play the game, you don't sit next to each other because you don't want to see each other. You sit on the other side of the table. Yeah. Alright, so we've started, as you can see, I've got now number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Miss C has done her 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's my turn to give Miss C a direction. Now, we're going to continue from here. So my number 4 was here. Okay, I'm going to give a number 5, which is down here. So I'm going to read my what axis first, Miss C? X-axis, good. My x-axis says 5. Okay, sorry, the direction we're going, you must say a direction, I forgot to give you a direction. So we're going south 5, 10, 15, 20 metres. And this is why decimals are good, because you could add up decimals or higher numbers.
15, 20,
so we're going south 20 metres, and the new coordinate is, or you could even ask the student to give you the new coordinate. What's my new coordinate?
The coordinate would be 617.
617. Have a look again. Have a look on your x first. Make sure you follow the line. This is where it's very important you plot your things, guys, on the line. And if you're doing 517. Always check carefully. Now, if you're doing diagonally, because you can see that some of mine are diagonal, you must go from a corner to a corner. Okay, you must follow the corners. Okay, otherwise it won't work. Okay, good. So what was my new one? Sorry, 517. Excellent. Okay, now it's my turn. Miss C is going to give me her coordinates. So my last point was here. So now Miss C is going to give her coordinates. This is where we're up to.
We're going to go southeast.
Good, southeast.
5 meters.
Southeast 5 meters. So I'm back here. So southeast 5 meters. So southeast is this direction, 5 meters, and that's now my number 6. Okay. Then I am going to give you, or you could ask me, what's my new coordinate? So you could play it 2 ways. So you could say, okay, what's my new coordinate? So let's try that way. So we are up to number 6. So I've got to give you number 6 coordinates. So we're here. So we're going west 5 meters.
West, are you sure? I think it's going east.
Where are we? Here. We've done 5?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're doing 6 now.
Oh,
So we're doing west.
Yes,
Okay.
west.
West
5 meters.
5 meters. So what's my new coordinate?
West.
So lots of questions. Ask lots of questions as you're going along. So you could do it this way where you ask, what's my new coordinate?
It is 417.
417. Good.
And you
So
can start joining them up
yeah.
to make your
Well, you can join them up at the end, or you can join them now. Maybe join them up at the end. Okay. So now it's Miss C's turn to give me
So
an
we're up to
instruction.
number
7. Yeah. So
So
it's my
from
number 6.
You go northeast
Northeast.
5 meters.
Okay, northeast 5 meters. So northeast would be here 5 meters, and that's my number 7. Okay, I'll draw that in. Check. Yep. So obviously you're not going to look at your opponents to the end. Now, Miss C, I'm going to give you instruction. We are up to number 7. Okay, my number 7. So you're going north, and you are going 10 meters. So Miss C will draw on hers. Good. And what is my new? Again, so we can show everyone. Here. What is my new?
We're at
Read the X first.
3.
Check again. Check carefully. 4. Good.
419.
419. Now it wouldn't hurt if you got a ruler at home. You can use the ruler, okay, to follow the lines, and then you make sure you're accurate. So 419. Did you say?
Yeah, 419.
Good. Now we'll do one more. Number 8, please.
Number.
My 7's here.
8.
So your 8 would be here.
So 7, 5. We're going east.
Good.
5, 10, 15 meters.
So east 15 meters. So east 5, 10, 15, and my number 8 would be here.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
We're gonna put.
so that's how you play this activity. There's lots of ways you can do it. Also at the end you could also get the student to work out how many meters you covered in total, so you could add up all of them, okay, to extend them a bit further. Okay, so when you finish and you plotted all your coordinates, you can either do it so you can play it, give the directions to one person, do all of the directions first, and then swap over, and the other student can then do the directions as well. Okay, and then plots. Make sure you put the numbers, because then it's a bit like dot to dot, and you can plot the lines in afterwards. And when you've done that, show each other and confirm, and make sure that you follow the instructions and the directions carefully. And see if they're the same. Now you can also do this, you could also draw a maze, okay? So you could give a sequel of directions, and you've got to try and navigate them through the maze. So there's lots of fun activities you can do with this. So I hope you enjoyed. Any questions, okay? Don't hesitate to ask. Now remember, what some of the important things we need to remember, Miss C, when we're doing this activity. What
We should do the x-axis first.
Good.
And to make sure that they all have the same number. So this one is 17 and 27.
Good.
And this one's 17.
Excellent. So your coordinates are in the same place. What about the corner? What must we always start with in the corner?
A 0.
A 0. Good. Alright, don't forget to label your axes X and Y.
So that zero goes up and across.
Yep, and if you're doing the Cartesian planes, don't forget to do your negative numbers, okay, when you plot them. And scale, make sure you've got the scale on there as well. Try and challenge yourself further. You could use decimals and things like that. And plot your compass as well. And it wouldn't hurt to put a heading. What could we call this?
We could put this, we could maybe call this location drawing.
Location drawing, I love it. Oh, you're brilliant. I love it. You've got a teacher in the making here. Oh, even Ali agrees. Look at him, he finds that funny as well. Alright, thanks guys, hope you enjoy. Thank you. Tune in tomorrow for a new activity. Thank you.